Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you might be joining from today. Thank you and welcome to Microsoft PowerPoint 101 presentation. My name is Dr. Samuel Adebayo. I am going to be your presenter today. This presentation is totally free, and I'm doing this because of my affinity for helping others to achieve their goals. During today's presentation, you are going to learn the features that will help you to navigate and design PowerPoint presentation, features that will help you to enhance your presentation using all the available tools of Microsoft PowerPoint, and also features that will help you to collaborate and share your presentation with the folks in your organization. And we are going to get started. So I am going to quickly share my screen. There are a few ways you can access Microsoft PowerPoint on your computer. So I'm going to quickly share my desktop. I already have PowerPoint pinned to my desktop. You can also go to office.com and use the online version of Microsoft PowerPoint. And you can go to your desktop and search for PowerPoint, and it's going to come up for you, and you can join like that. So I'm going to start today by going to blank presentation, and this is a blank presentation right on my screen. Quickly, we are going to talk about the ribbon and the quick access toolbar. What is quick access toolbar? You can see this orange bar right across the top of my screen. It's called the quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar is a customizable toolbar that does not change while you navigate your tabs. So this remain unchanged, but it's highly customizable. So what I mean by customizable is, let's assume that I use shapes quite often. To get to shape, you have to go to insert. You have to go to insert, and you can see you click on shape right here. That's how you get to shape. But because I use this frequently, I want to add this shape to my quick access toolbar. And the way to do that is you right click on shape, which has been added to my quick access toolbar already. So anyways, let me add something else. Let's say I want to add an icon, okay? I'm going to just right click on icon and say add to quick access toolbar. And voila, you can see icon has been inserted or has been inserted into my quick access toolbar. So anytime I want to use icon, I don't need to go to insert an icon. I just need to go to my quick access toolbar and click on icon. Then I'm ready to use my icon tab. Before I leave the quick access toolbar, I want to talk about this search experience right here, which is very, very important when we talk about Microsoft PowerPoint. Microsoft search experience uses this search experience to find things quickly. When you click on this search experience, you can see different things that I've done in recent times. I can search for persons. I can search for things and on Microsoft PowerPoint. If I don't know anything, I don't know how to get to anything, I can type it here and search for it. Let's say I don't know how to uh, access transition. If I type on transition here, transition, you can see now transition is available to me. I can click any transition that I want to use for my presentation. So this search experience is very, very important in Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Having said that, we are going to start with our presentation. So I am going to go back into the backstage view, and I'm going to click on new. There are two options that you have when designing PowerPoint. You can start a blank presentation whereby you add your theme and your template and all the colors to that. But I don't want to do that. I want to use a template and a theme already built for us, then we can make it our own. So I am going to select this modern classics. This is what we are going to be using today. And immediately you click on that, you can see, and I have my theme. You can see the purple and orange theme already going for us. And you have also the slides with the template and all the content as well ready to go for me. But this is not what I want to design. I want to make this template and theme my own. So we are going to get started with that. The backstory of this presentation is the 2022 Diversity and Inclusion Award for a company called Unified Solutions based out of Homewood, Illinois. So I am going to get started. So this is our title slide. So let's say Unified Solutions Inc. Below that, period here. Below that, I would say diversity and inclusion. Let me reduce the font a little bit. To reduce the font, all I have to do is go to the font here and reduce it. So now the font has been reduced, and I have a subtitle here to be 2022 Diversity (2022) award ceremony. Okay, so now we have our title page almost done. So it's still a little too dry for me. So I want to add an icon to this slide. So to add an icon, we already inserted our icon on our quick access toolbar, but we are going to just do it from scratch. So I'm going to go to insert, and right here we have icons. So I am going to click on icon, and all the icons will appear to us. We can also search for different icons. But I think I'm liking this, so I'm going to add this. Here we go. And now we have our title page done. So if you look on my right side here, we have the PowerPoint Designer. What PowerPoint Designer does is it detects shapes or charts or pictures on a slide, and it gives you recommendation that will arrange that slide in a cohesive and attractive manner. And you can see different suggestions that I have here. So I am going to look and see the one that is going to befit my presentation. And I think I'm filling this one right here. So I am going to use this. And now you can see my beautiful title page. So we are done with the title page. The next slide, which is my slide 2, I want to put my company slide. So, but unfortunately for us, on slide 2 here in our template, we don't have the company slide. The company slide is on slide 6. So now we are going to rearrange this slide. To rearrange a slide in Microsoft PowerPoint is very, very easy. All you have to do is you can hold down the control button on your keyboard and drag slide 6 and drop it into slide 2. So now we now know how to rearrange our slide. Now we're going to make this slide our own because this is the picture of our former program director. So we are going to change some things around here. On this slide, we're going to be able to do a few things. We are going to be able to insert pictures. Okay, and we're also going to be able to use our dictate button here as well. So uh, let's remove this picture. So let's say, let's see here, we're going to take out this picture. So we want to insert the picture of our current program director. So there are a few ways you can insert pictures. So if you go to insert here and you click on pictures, you can insert pictures from the device, which is from your computer. You can also insert from stock image. You can even go online to insert a picture. So I am going to look at if I have any picture on my device here. So let's take a look into that. Fortunately, I have some pictures on my device here. So I am going to select the picture of our current program director. And here we go. This is the new program director. So this is Dr. Samuel. There we go. So we have the picture of Dr. Sam. He's the program director. Let's see if we can change one or two more pictures here. So we are going to remove this picture. Let's add another picture to here. Let's say insert picture from device. And let's see here. Unfortunately, we don't have too many pictures here, but I'm going to see. Let's see here. We don't have any more picture. Okay, so I am just going to use the Unified Solution logo here. Here we go. John Doe. John Doe is a senior trainer. We have Sophia. Sophia is the COO. And we have Lucy. And we have Lucy. And Lucy is our CFO. So now we have our team slide done. We have the program director, we have John Doe, who is the senior trainer, we have Sophia, who is the COO, and we have Lucy, who is the CFO. So now we are done with our team slide. On this team slide, we have been able to uh, to insert pictures here on this team slide. So that is a good thing. So we are moving along. So the next slide is our agenda slide. So we are not going to need this slide 3, so we want to delete this slide. So delete this slide, all you have to do is right click on the slide and say delete slide. And now that slide has been deleted. So let's see. Now we are going to insert a slide on to make our slide 3, we are going to insert a new slide. So I am going to go to new. There are a few ways you can insert a slide. In the home tab, you will see new slide here, and you can click on that, and you can see different slide templates and design here that is available for us. And also, if you go to insert, you can go to new slide. You're going to see the same thing. So I am going to select the title only slide. And we are going to use that for our agenda slide. So this is the agenda. Okay, we have our agenda slide. So on this agenda slide, what we want to be able to do on this slide is to be able to insert a text box, also to be able to use bullets and line spacing. So to insert a text box, we are already in the insert tab. And when you go to your file right here, you can see a text box. You click on it and you can drop that text box anywhere within this slide. So I am just going to drop it here and I'm going to type away. So and I'm going to also select a bullet. If you go in the paragraph section here, right here is the bullet, and you have few beautiful bullets. So I'm going to select one of this. So I like this. So my first item on the agenda is opening prayer. And expand your box. So if you hit enter, it takes you straight to the next line. Opening prayer. Keynote. Hit and grade. Naming the award winners and closing remarks. Okay, so now I have my agenda slide almost done, but this is too clustered together. So I'm going to use line spacing to space it quite a bit. I have one, so I think 1.5 is fine. So now I have my title slide. So let me now see if I have any design ideas for my title slide, and I do. So let me see, I might be able to use one of these ideas for my title. So let's insert a logo here, and I'm going to go to insert again. Let's go to pictures, let's go to device, and I'm going to use Unified Solutions logo. So here we go. Here we go. So now we have our agenda slide completed. Now it looks very, very beautiful. So we are getting there. Now that we have been able to complete our agenda slide, on this slide, we were able to utilize text box, bullets, and also line spacing. So the next slide, we are going to insert a table. So also to do that, I am going to delete this slide because I'm not going to be needing it. So just right click on the slide and click delete. So now I am going to go back to uh, new slide, and I am going to go to, let me see the format that I'm going to use. I am also going to use a title only format. So I am going to say diversity metrics table. Okay, so now I want to insert my table. So there are, to insert a table, we go to insert. And if you click on table right here, then there are a few ways you can insert table also. You can just select your rows and columns here, but the max that you can get here is 10 by 8, which you can see on top. The max you can do is 10 by 8. And sometimes you go more than that. So if your table is going to be more than 10 by 8, then you go to insert table right here and you can specify the number of your rows and columns. And also you can draw a table. You can also import an Excel spreadsheet and also use that as your table. But for the purpose of this presentation, I'm just going to select these here. Let's see how many. I'm going to go 5, say 4. There we go. And you can move this table anywhere within this slide. So let's see here. I think this is perfect. Here we go. So my table is halfway done. So by selecting this table, I have 2 new tabs that became available for me. So I have this table design tab, which gives me a different format for and different theme for my table. And I also have the layout tab, which allows me to insert rows and columns, and I can also delete the table from that as well. So let me go back to my table design tab. So if you can see here, if I go here and I can, just go around to see, it's going to give me different themes to my table. Let me see, let me go around to see which one I'm going to actually like here to see if I'm going to utilize one of this. Okay, well, let's use this. So now we have the blue theme going. So I am going to go to Race, our categories are race. We have ethnicity. We have race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and, oh, sorry, sexual and gender. Okay, so now we have our table. So that's our table right there. So let me see any design idea for that table. Let's see here if you have something better that we can utilize here. And I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So we now have our table done. So on this slide, we were able to insert table, also add a little design to the table. And if you still want to change the theme further, you can do that. Just go back to if you don't like the way it looks, you can change things around a little bit as well. So and you can customize it as you deem fit. So, but I'm going to just leave it this way. Next, we already have our table. Now we are going to go to award categories. So we are going to use this slide here for our award categories. So we are going to move this to slide 5. Okay, so I'm going to say award categories. We have diversity, gold award. We have pillar of diversity award. Let's capitalize this. And we have global inclusion award. Okay, so on this slide, few things we want to be able to do. We want to be able to use this dictate button right here. And also, we want to be able to arrange our shapes. So we are going to utilize this to get that done on this slide. So I am going to highlight this and I'm going to just say for people with great communication of diversity in the organization. For outstanding employee with strong diversity initiative. for people propagating inclusion throughout our global offices. Here we go. So you can see how quick that works for me because I type very, very slow. So I need that tool, the dictate tool, and that's how to utilize the dictate tool. So now I want to be able to add some shapes here and also arrange those shapes. And this is how we are going to do that. I'm going to delete all these pictures. Let's say, okay, cut. So I have deleted these pictures right here. So I'm going to insert some shapes. So to insert shapes, you can see we already have shapes here in our access toolbar, quick access toolbar. But I'm going to start from the beginning as well. I'm going to say insert and go to shapes. And we are going to be inserting this circular shape here. And we have it here. Let me say copy. Okay, so we now have all the three shapes. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. And I am going to put one here. You can see now I am trying to let me try it. Okay, so I have that. I'm going to do this as well. Whenever you are trying to uh, adjust the size of a picture or a shape, always try to do it from the angle. Don't do it from the side because if you do that, you are going to distort that picture. So now I have my three shapes the way I want it. So, but for me to be able to format these shapes, now the way it is, I have to adjust them separately. I have to do this separately. I have to do this separately. So, but I want to be able to arrange these three shapes so that I can format them just one time, together. So to do that, you hold down the control button on your keyboard to select all three shapes. Now all these three shapes have been selected. So I am to be able to arrange them. You can go to group right here. You can see in the arrange section, you can go to group and say group. And now I have been able to group this, these shapes. So now if I want to move it, I can move them all together. I can format them all together as opposed to doing them separately. And if you want to ungroup as well, go back to group and click on ungroup, and it's going to ungroup this for you. So now we are done with that slide. We have our award category slide. So now I want to go to the quote for this presentation is, and I'm going to actually move the quote tab to slide 6. So the quote for this presentation is one of my favorite quote is by Antonio Guterres. So it says, let me put the quote sign. We have to transcend our, sorry about that. We have to, it's like, oh, yeah, okay, now I got it. We must transcend our differences to transform our future. And that is by Antonio. You can see how terrible my typing is. Antonio Guterres. Here we go. So this is one of my favorite quotes. We must transcend our differences to transform our future. So, but something else that I want to highlight on this slide is how to arrange some shapes. So I'm going to insert another shape here. So I'm going to insert, let's insert this arrow right here. Excuse me. Okay, you can see where I place this plus is covering my text here. So, and because it's covering my text, so what I really want to do is I am going to try to hide this plus so that I can see my text. And to be able to do that, you select this text right here. You go to, let me see. Let me see here. If you go back to arrange, you can send it back. So now I've sent that cross back, even though it's still there, but now it's buried underneath my text. So that is when I want to demonstrate doing that. And we are not going to need this slide. So I am going to delete this slide. So for this Seagate Blue, I am going to use this slide as the uh, 2022 award winners. And I am going to insert another text box. I'm going to say text box. I'm going to drop it here. You know what? Let me just use this. I am going to say Dr. Sam and and Sophia. So these are the award winners for 2022 Diversity and Inclusion Award. So let me just reduce the font for this a little bit. So it's 54, so I'm going to just make it 40. So there we go. So we have our award winner slide, and here, which is going to be our last slide. I am going to just delete this slide altogether and add, I want to duplicate this slide. So to duplicate a slide, all you need to do is right click on that slide and click on duplicate. And you can see I have just duplicated that slide. So I'm not going to need any of this. So I just want to say, thanks for your attendance. There we go. So, but quickly, let me add this a little. So I want to add a little note to this slide, and to add a note to any slide, you can see on my right side there, I have this note. Quick, just if you don't look carefully, you're not going to find it. So click on this note tab, and you can see a note bar appears, and I can type "will appreciate your feedback." Thanks. Okay, so now we've learned how to add notes to a slide. So before we conclude this presentation, sorry about that. Before I conclude the presentation, there are a few more things that I really want to go over. The first of those is I want to be able to use animation and transition. So we are going to start from animation. Actually, we are going to start from transition. Transition is the movement between slides. So movement from one slide to the other is transition. So let's go to transition, and let's find a nice transition to do. So I am going to go to split for this one. Also for this, I am going to select split. You don't want to overload your presentation with with too many transitions. So just one or two is okay. So now to preview that, you can go to preview, and you can see, how it previews it for you. So if you go to preview, so it shows you how your slide is going to transition into the presentation. So now to animation. Animation is the movement within a single slide. Movement, and I'm going to, slide 2 is the perfect slide for animation. So, it's going to show how all these pictures is going to float into the slide. So I am going to select grow and turn. Okay. Also this one for this, grow and turn. And grow and turn. So now let's preview that. And you can see how beautiful that animation is. So you don't want to overload your presentation with animation and presentation. That will complicate things. So that is about transition and animation. Also, there's this feature that is very, very important in Microsoft PowerPoint is called Rehearse with Coach. Rehearse with Coach uses artificial intelligence to help you to rehearse your presentation without the help of friends and relatives. So if to get to Rehearse with Coach, I am going to go here. Let me minimize my screen a little bit. I am going to go here to slideshow and Rehearse with Coach. It's called the PowerPoint presenter. So I said, got it. And right here, I am gonna, on the right side, bottom right, you're gonna see a little rectangle box. I say start rehearsing. I'm going to start again. So let's say rehearse again. Hello, hello. Thank you. Um, um, hi guys, hi guys. This is the company slide. Thank you. Um, 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 Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And he's going to give us shortly. He's going to come up with the result of our rehearsal. So let me see here. Let me try that one more time. We're going to go back to rehearse. We're going to start rehearsing. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Um, 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 Opening prayer director. Thank you. Um, Hi guys. Hi guys. We must transcend our differences. Dr. Sam and Sophia, thanks for attending. And now you can see this is the result of my rehearsal. I purposely use my arms and using guides and fill out, you can see it's going to catch all of that. And you can see here, it says, good job rehearsing, keep it up, keep the hard work. And you can see fillers, my arms is telling me that I cannot do that while I'm presenting. It's giving me my pitch, how good is high, low or high is my pitch. Originality, you avoided reading slide text aloud. Repetitive language. So it's giving me all this stuff that is going to help me to perfect my presentation. And you can rehearse time and time over and over again until you perfect your presentation without the help of anybody. So that is what Rehearse with Coach does in Microsoft PowerPoint. Also, I want to quickly talk about our accessibility because it's very, very important for people in our organization or anyone at all that view our presentation for them to be able to understand. We have tons of people across the globe with disability, and they should be able to access our PowerPoint presentation. So to explore that, we are going to go into our review tab, and we are going to say check for accessibility. So we're going to say check for accessibility. So even though we are not going to correct all the errors, but we are just going to go through it, probably just correct one of the error. So it says slide 3. Yeah, the text box here. So it's telling me that, let me look at uh, I'm just going to mark it as decorative, and that will be fixed. So also, it's telling me that this placeholder, picture placeholder, that's okay. So I am going to say mark as descriptive, and I'm going to say event shape. Okay, so And that's how you're going to correct all the errors that you have here. And immediately you go through the errors, then your presentation will be accessible to everyone that view the presentation. And before I conclude my presentation today as well, if you go to this view, it shows you different ways that you can view your presentation. This is the normal view. This is the view that we have right now. It's called the normal view, okay? And you have the outline view where you have all the text on one side and also all the design on the other. You have the slide sorter. Slide sorter arrange your slides on one single page, and you can make all your formatting on this same slide. You can move slide around. You can delete slide. You can do every adjustment on that one slide. It just shows you how your slides, how you arrange your slides, and how your slides will really look when the viewers view the slide. So, and you also have a note page view where you can add notes. So to your PowerPoint, you can type notes out here as well. You have the reading view as well. So that is let me go back to normal view. So we are in view. So let's go back to normal view. So now we are in the normal view, and I think we are about to wrap up. And before we do that, we have to be able to collaborate and share this presentation with the folks in our organization. To save a presentation, all you got to do first is go to File, go to Save As. For a better collaboration, I always save my presentation in OneDrive. And if I go to OneDrive, even though it's asking me to log in, I'm not going to waste time on that. Let's say we are going to save it to this PC. Now I'm going to say Unified Solutions Inc. Award Ceremony 2022. And I'm going to save that to my document, and I'm going to click Save. Okay, now we have been able to save this presentation, and now I am going to share this presentation with the folks in my organization. I'm going to go to this share right here. I'm going to click on share, and it's showing me ways to be able to share. You can click on OneDrive. You can actually copy this PowerPoint presentation. You can attach a copy to as email. You can share it in a channel in Microsoft Teams. You can actually send it as a chat also in your Microsoft Teams as well. So this is how to share your presentation. So I think that's about everything that we are going to share today in Microsoft PowerPoint Presentation 101. And I hope that you have learned one thing or two in designing a PowerPoint presentation. So we are going to be continuing in the next session into advanced PowerPoint design. This is just the intermediate level. So into advanced PowerPoint design. Once again, thank you for joining me today. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this presentation, and also give us a thumbs up and like this presentation as well. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.